What makes a vehicle legendary? Is it power, presence, or the legacy that refuses to fade? The 2026 Toyota Fortuner GRS stands tall as a machine that doesn't just live up to its history, it defines it all over again. And from its first glance to the moment you step on the throttle, the Fortuner feels more than a full-size SUV. It feels like a statement, one sculpted in strength and refined by intelligence. The question every buyer is asking, can Toyota still dominate the SUV world when competition has gone hybrid, digital, and futuristic? Let's find out. The 2026 Fortuner GRS comes with a clear mission. Don't change the character, just evolve it. Toyota knows this SUV's soul is ruggedness, but now it's paired with elegance that feels more Lexus than ladder frame. The exterior immediately delivers attitude. The GRS front grille finished in piano black, slim LED DRLs cutting through the chrome-free face, in those 18-inch alloy wheels sitting under muscular arches. It's no longer an SUV that only belongs off-road. It looks like it could pull up outside a five-star hotel and still steal the spotlight. But is it really new underneath? Yes, and that's where the conversation turns technical. The Fortuner GRS still rides on Toyota's IMV platform, but the engineers have reworked the suspension geometry, giving it adaptive variable dampers. It means this is the first Fortuner that doesn't feel like a truck on city roads. In comfort mode, it absorbs bumps with remarkable grace. In sport mode, it tightens up and feels ready to take corners with surprising control. And if you've ever driven the old Fortuner, you'll instantly notice this. The 2026 version feels far more planted, more confident, and far quieter. Under the hood sits the 2.8-liter four-cylinder turbo diesel engine. Yes, Toyota sticks with diesel for its torque-rich reliability, but this time, output jumps to 204 horsepower and 500 Nm of torque. That's enough to push this 2-ton SUV from 0 to 100 km/h in just under 10 seconds. It's paired with a 6-speed automatic gearbox, refined, responsive, and tuned perfectly for torque delivery. The shifts are smoother than before, especially in manual mode, where paddle shifters on the steering wheel finally make sense. There's no laggy hesitation anymore. When you press the throttle, the Fortuner surges forward with purpose. But how does it compare to rivals like the Ford Everest, Isuzu MU-X, and even the Jeep Meridian? Here's the fun part. While those SUVs offer plush cabins and decent off-road ability, the Fortuner still wins the reliability game. And Toyota's diesel powertrain is practically bulletproof. Even in 2026, when everyone's experimenting with mild hybrids, the Fortuner's raw mechanical confidence feels refreshing, and off-road there's simply no match. The GRS version comes with a robust four-wheel drive system, active traction control, hill descent assist, and a locking rear differential that laughs at deep mud or steep inclines. The ground clearance sits at a commanding 225 mm. That's higher than most competitors in its class. Step inside, and it feels like Toyota finally heard what everyone's been saying for years: make it premium. The GRS cabin is wrapped in a mix of black leather and suede with red stitching. The moment you grab the steering wheel, thick, flat-bottomed, and GR branded, you know this is not the regular Fortuner. The dashboard now flows with soft touch materials, ambient LED lighting, and a large 9-inch touchscreen with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The interface has been updated, faster, cleaner, and with crisp graphics. The 11-speaker JBL sound system fills the cabin with studio-level clarity. And for the first time, there's wireless charging, ventilated front seats, and a fully digital 12.3-inch driver display. It's a huge leap from the analog cluster we had before. Let's talk comfort, because the Fortuner has always been strong, but not always soft. The 2026 version changes that. The seats are redesigned with better thigh support and lumbar contouring. Even in the third row, passengers get better cushioning and separate AC vents. Road noise is dramatically reduced thanks to new acoustic insulation in the doors and firewall. You can cruise at 80 mph and it feels calm, a word that's rarely been used in Fortuner reviews before. And if you think that's where it ends, the attention to detail continues. The automatic climate control now uses Nano-E air purification technology, borrowed straight from Toyota's luxury line. The sunroof, Finally, a panoramic one brightens the cabin and gives that open, airy feel the Fortuner always deserved. Add to that new interior ambient lighting that changes with drive mode, and you get a space that feels both tough and tech-savvy. Safety? Toyota didn't hold back. The Fortuner GRS 2026 gets Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. Adaptive cruise control, lane departure alert with steering assist, blind spot detection, rear cross traffic alert, pre-collision braking, and even a 360-degree camera with 3D view. These are systems that not only protect, but also make daily driving easier. Whether you're reversing in a tight urban garage or cruising on the freeway, the tech feels intelligent and proactive. Now, what about fuel efficiency? Something diesel Fortuners were never famous for. The 2026 GRS manages an impressive 12.5 km/L combined mileage thanks to revised ECU mapping and better aerodynamics. On highways, expect close to 14 km/L if driven gently. It's not hybrid territory, but for a 4x4 SUV of this size, there's efficient engineering at work. When it comes to performance balance, this Fortuner feels like a bridge between a rugged Hilux and a refined Highlander. It's got the mechanical toughness of a pickup and the sophistication of a luxury SUV. Toyota engineers have even tweaked the power steering to be lighter at slow speeds and heavier as speed increases. Small touches that make a big difference in daily usability. Whether you're parking at a mall or charging up a mountain pass, the Fortuner feels composed and predictable. A question many will ask: why should you choose the Fortuner when cars like the Kia Telluride, Hyundai Palisade, or even electric rivals offer more luxury tech? The answer is longevity and dependability. The Fortuner is built on a philosophy that values endurance over trends. 10 years from now, when most crossovers are dealing with battery degradation and software obsolescence, the Fortuner's diesel heart will likely still be roaring strong. It's not chasing fads. It's built for those who want confidence in motion, year after year. Toyota also paid attention to driving dynamics. The revised suspension, with its adaptive dampers, adjusts in milliseconds to road conditions. On twisty mountain roads, it minimizes body roll. On highways, it smooths out uneven surfaces. And off-road, it feels unstoppable. Select low range, and the torque distribution becomes immediate and precise. The 4x4 system, enhanced by electronic aids, makes steep rock climbs feel like child's play. Now, let's get real. The Fortuner isn't cheap. The GRS trim pushes well past $60,000 in the US equivalent markets. But that price buys something unique: trust. There's a reason Fortuners hold value like few SUVs do. They age gracefully. Their parts are widely available. And the reliability rating remains near the top of the global SUV chart. From a design standpoint, Toyota has balanced aggression with sophistication perfectly. The front fascia's gloss black accents contrast beautifully with the platinum white pearl body. The LED tail lamps now get a split signature design that looks premium both day and night. The new 3D Fortuner emblem across the rear tailgate adds a bold, modern identity. Even the underbody guards are redesigned for better airflow and visual muscle. Inside, Toyota's new digital cockpit interface deserves mention. The graphics adapt based on drive mode, blue for eco, red for sport, and silver for normal. There's even an off-road view mode that shows live torque distribution, pitch, and roll angles. It feels geeky, but it's functional and addictive to use. Now imagine this. You're cruising on an open road. Enormous 8-liter diesel humming quietly. That GRS steering wheel sitting perfectly in your grip. The cabin lights glow faint red, the JBL sound system plays low, and your display shows 600 miles of range left. You realize this SUV isn't built to impress? It's built to empower. It's for those who travel far, climb high, and demand a machine that feels unshakable. So what's the verdict? The 2026 Toyota Fortuner GRS isn't trying to be the most futuristic SUV, nor the most luxurious. It's something rarer, a perfect evolution of reliability meeting refinement. It's the SUV for people who want their car to outlast the trends, not chase them. And while brands like Ford and Jeep offer worthy alternatives, none deliver Toyota's global network strength or bulletproof reliability. Even after all these years, when you turn that Fortuner key, or press that GRS start button, you feel the same surge of confidence that made it legendary. Except now it's backed with smarter tech, finer comfort, and an elegance that finally matches its reputation. The 2026 Toyota Fortuner GRS is not just a vehicle. It's Toyota reminding the world that strength and sophistication can share the same chassis. And still wear a badge that's trusted on every continent.